Bro, and then submit it in data table. Customer one list now how so now how using the unit center layout. Today we will continue tomorrow to work on declare index. How so now house list is customer table. Right, right, right. Your source is the one is way payments offline may our pending on of a single request. Click on property set step end on the step method. Click on property set step end. When step end is there you click on property set. Okay. So now you will see parameter page name. Click on unnamed. Parameter page name. Click on unnamed. Click on unnamed. Our parameters will be available to see here. అలా ఉండదు, అది ఓన్లీ యాక్సెసింగ్ పర్పస్. ఇక్కడికి వచ్చాక అన్నేమ్డ్ అని ఉంటుంది, ఇది కామన్ ఎక్కడైనా. ఓకే, దిస్ ఇస్ డన్. సో యూ కెన్ వైండ్ అప్ ఫర్ టుడే. We will continue to work on parameters tomorrow, and then we will work on this one, cascading drop down. So you need to tell me, complete this database example today, and I will ask you a question tomorrow. You need to tell me that. Okay, you need to give the solution for the scope of the data pages, country, state, city. What should be the scope? You need to tell me. Okay, so you can go ahead and wind up for today. 8 to 9 batch. We'll continue tomorrow. ఏంటిది యాక్టివిటీ? ఓకే, యాక్టివిటీ రన్ చేస్తావా? రన్ చేశాక అవునవును, నీ స్క్రీన్ వచ్చేస్తుందా? పర్వాలేదు. యోలే కనబడుతుందా? అంటే వర్కౌట్ లేదా? యాక్టివిటీ వర్క్ అవుతుందా చూసావా? ఫస్ట్ యాక్టివిటీ రన్ చేయి. నువ్వు ల్యాప్టాప్ తెచ్చావా? ల్యాప్టాప్ తెస్తే చూసేవాళ్ళు. రేపు తీసుకురండి ల్యాప్టాప్. వర్క్ అవ్వకపోతే ఫస్ట్ యాక్టివిటీ రన్ చేయండి. యాక్టివిటీ రన్ చేసి పర్ఫెక్ట్గా వర్క్ అవుతుంది అనుకున్నప్పుడు ఆ యాక్టివిటీని డ్రాప్ డౌన్లో కాల్ చేయండి. అదే వచ్చింది. మళ్ళీ క్రెడిట్ కార్డ్ అంటే తెలియదు. అది ఊరినే వాళ్ళ ముగ్గురికి అడిగారు చేస్తున్నారు, మాకు తెలియదు. అడగాలి అంటే 12,700 అన్నారా? ఎవరు? నేను కనుక్కొని చెప్తాను 2 రోజుల్లో. టీఎం బ్యాంక్ అంటే ఏంటి? సర్టిఫికేషన్ రేపు అనుకొని చెప్తాను. మండే చెప్తాను అందరు. కిందకు వచ్చింది ఇక్కడ టిఎంబి బ్యాంక్ ఇదే బ్యాంక్ అసలు. ఏం బ్యాంక్ అసలు టిఎంబి బ్యాంక్ అంటే? తమిళనాడు మర్చెంటైల్ బ్యాంక్ లిమిటెడ్. Transaction reference number. Hey, give me 1 minute online, guys. We'll start in 2 minutes.
ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇక్కడ ఈ స్టేట్ తర్వాత ఇంకో ప్రాపర్టీ యాడ్ చేద్దాం. ఇక్కడ ఇన్సర్ట్ ఆఫర్ చేస్తాం కదా,
డ్రాగ్ అండ్ డ్రాప్ చేయడమే.
అది రావట్లేదు ఇక్కడ.
ఏది యాడ్ చెప్పాలి? అది ఎందుకు అవన్నీ చేయాలి? ప్రాపర్టీస్ డ్రాగ్ అండ్ డ్రాప్ చేయండి. ప్రాపర్టీ ఎక్కడ ఉంది? డ్రాగ్ అండ్ డ్రాప్ చేయండి.
ఇక్కడ తర్వాత రావాలా సార్? స్టేట్ తర్వాత స్టేట్ తర్వాత
ఇది డైనమిక్ లేఅవుట్ కదా, అవి పంచేవి డైనమిక్. ప్రీ ఫామ్ లేఅవుట్, స్మార్ట్ లేఅవుట్. Okay, let's go ahead now. So what are we working on? Yeah, we are working on declare index, right? We need to work on declare index. Okay, so we are understanding page list. So how to use a page list data in UI, and when you use it, the data will be saved to the work object. Then how to retrieve it using the reports we will understand through the this declare index. So write down how to use a page list with a work object. How to use the page list with a work object. So you have already available page list with you, right? UI customers. Use existing UI customers page list property. Use existing UI customers page list property. What is this? Our application WFR. Use existing UI customers page list property. Okay. Create a section. Any name you can give. It's up to you. Create a section with repeating layout. Okay, create a section with repeating layout. So go to the layout properties and choose the source as UI customers list. This is the page list which we have already. Okay, So now here go to operations tab and choose this row editing inline. Row editing inline. Operations. See, if you do not choose this, when you click on add item is there, right? In repeating layout you will get add item. That will not work. That will not add item. So if you choose this option, then only it will add item. Like if you want to implement something like passengers in railway reservation, you will add, if you want to add one more passenger, you have to use repeating layout, where you will add one more passenger data. Okay? Otherwise we will create like that or what? First thing chedama. Chalu kada. Okay. Inline and submit. So now you drag and drop the page list properties into here. Drag and drop page list properties here. In the mun chesam kada idi. When we have done it, external database. Refer that class. Additional option here we have chosen is inline option. That's it. So choose, drag and drop the properties, page list properties into the external database. Done. So let me close this now. Okay. Page list section is being closed. Create a flow action, create a flow. Create a flow action and create a flow. Flow and create a flow. Now run the flow. Now you run the flow. So add customers here. How to add is click on add item to add a customer. Click on add item which will add a customer. Customer ID equal to, suppose I am giving first 001, first name equal to so if you want one more customer, one more passenger to add, you can click on add item again. So now here you can give something, whatever you want to give, you can give. Add another customer, first 003, and then submit it. So now this work object will be saved to the database, right? Make a note of work object ID, FFR67. Similarly, create another work object for your testing purpose basis. Similarly, create another work object and keep it. Rendu unte koncham data easy untadi fetch chesinappudu. Cost 003, 004 something. I'll give Rahul Gandhi. Okay, submit this. So FFR68. So two work objects I have created. Now this will be saved into database. So when the data is saved into database for normal properties, if you want to retrieve what we have done through the report definition, if you want to retrieve the data, what we have done, we have normal properties first name last name chusam kada. When you want to retrieve the work object data from report definition, what we have done, we have optimized the properties. So unlike that, page list properties, when you optimize, it will work in a different way. Now you see here, so in a table, so this is the table, okay. So in a table you have what are the say suppose optimize, after optimize the columns are like this. First last name, and so on, right? So here you will have values ABC, XYZ, something like this. Okay, so now if you want to fetch these details, you can directly fetch using report definition. But if it is a table, in the table, say suppose this is the table now. Now the work object data is saved into UI customer list. This is UI customer list of 1. Under this, what you will have? UI cust list of 1, UI cust list of 2, and so on. So again in 1 you will have first name, last name, in 2 you have first name, last name, in 3 you have first name, last name. Now how to fetch this data is the question. Okay, so how do you go ahead and fetch this data from the table? This is normal properties, directly can refer into this one. So here now what is the solution for this is we will create another table. Okay, hang on. We will create another one more table. We will go ahead and create. Say suppose this is the another table. Okay, so what we will do is we will copy each page data. Here UI cust list you will copy to here. So what are the properties? First name, last name. Okay, so values of first name, last name, XYZ. Suppose 1, 2, 3. Next, some values will be like this up to n number of rows. See, what we will do is we will create another table. We will link this table to here, work table to here. Okay, in this table what we'll have is this table will hold the page list property, whatever you mention, UI list. So this is UI list table. Say suppose this is the UI list table separately created for a page list property of work class. Now what this will hold is each page here will be available as one row in the target table. Each page of the work table page list will be available as one row here in this table. If your page list has 9 pages, 9 rows will be inserted here. Now when I want to access the data, how would I access? I will access directly from this table. Okay, so page list data you cannot access it. What you need to do is you need to create another table and create one row for each page in the other table. So this one you understand, page list data. When you have page list, how you will fetch in report definition? UI list of 1, 2, 3, you cannot give that. That is not possible, right? Okay. So now what I have to find out a solution. For the page list itself, I will create a separate table. Okay. So what I will do is each page data of the page list in the work table, each page data I will get into one row here. So n number of pages are there in the page list. I will get n number of rows into the map table, some other reference table. So all the data, first page data will be available in one row, second page data in another row, third row, fourth row, fifth row, like that. When I am accessing this page list, instead of this page list, what I will access this table. Clear? That is the solution. So this can be done by using declare index. Okay. So take the notes, then I will explain. So done, right? You have saved the work object. Write down. To retrieve the data, write down. To retrieve the page list data of a work object, to retrieve the page list data of a work object, we need to create a declare index for page list property. We need to create declare index for page list property. Write down, put a side heading declare index. Put a side heading declare index. A declare index What is the importance of index? Hmm? To make the okay. మామూలుగా కూడా ఫెచ్ చేయొచ్చు OBJ open OBJ browser. What is the advantage of index? Referencing, easy referencing. Page list data you will refer into separate table. Ease of access from the database. Okay, declare index. Right out. Indexing facilitates ease of access to the database tables. Indexing facilitates ease of access to the database tables. How many times you join? Ease of access to the database tables. Okay, right down. In order to access page list data, of a work table, we need to create a separate table. We need to create a separate table where each page of the page list will be available. As one row in target table. That is for each indexed page in page list. One row will be created in target table. This is called index table. This target table is called index table. Ante kada? For each index page in page list, it will create one row. This target table is called index table. Full stop. Index table will be mapped to a class which starts with index hyphen. Index table will be mapped to a class which starts with index hyphen. See here, index hyphen, and which starts with index hyphen and which gets inherited from the OOTB table, the OOTB class, which gets inherited from the OOTB class, same class, index dash, which gets inherited from the OOTB class, index dash. ఒకసారి అది క్లోజ్ చేయవా, డోర్ క్లోజ్ చేయి. మనం డోర్ క్లోజ్ చేసిన కాల్ కూడా ఆపేసారు. గడే వస్తుంది దగ్గరికి, which gets derived from the OOTB class index dash. Okay, right on. Now if we want to access the page list data into report definition, right on. Now if we want to access the page list data into report definition, we need to refer, if we want to access the page list data into report definition, we need to refer to the index table Index table properties. We need to refer to the index table properties. We need to refer to the index table properties. To do this, we have to define a prefix for. We have to define a prefix for index table class. We have to define a prefix for index table class. Sorry, we have to define a prefix for index class. Penna ఉంది ఎవరైనా దీంట్లో we have to define a prefix for index class. Under the join tab, join tab of report definition rule. Next, write down. A declare index can be created under sysadmin category it will map the index table with work table by means of a reference key. See, in previous versions and all, we need to manually create all these things, but from Pega 7 onwards, it is been automated. Means, so directly how you are, so write down. Next, put a star mark and write down. When we optimize the page list properties, declare index, index class and index tables will be automatically created by linking to the work table. Declare index, index class and index tables will be automatically created by linking to the work table. Okay, so write down now how to optimize page list property. Same way, how to optimize page list property. Expand properties. So write down optimize. మనకి ఏముంది page list property UI customers list. Optimize the properties of UI customers list. Optimize the properties of UI customers list. In order to fetch these details into report definition, optimize the property UI customers list in order to fetch the details into report definition. Okay, one after other you need to optimize. So it will take some time to optimize in the background. 1 minute like that. You need to wait on it. So first property you right click and you know how to optimize it, right? Right click on UI customers list, right click on first property, optimize for reporting. See here, one difference is it will ask you under which rule set and which rule set version. You choose the one which you want. Okay, optimize for reporting, rule set and rule set version you choose and click on next, next and finish. Click on next, click on next. Okay, finish. So in the background it will take some time. Say suppose if you immediately start the next property, it will not work. మీరు ఒక పని చేయండి, ఇంటర్వ్యూ ఉన్నప్పుడు ఆ టైంలో రండి, ఇంతకు ముందు వచ్చినట్టు. మీ వాళ్ళు తెగ రామానంద్ అంట బాగా కాల్స్ వస్తున్నాయండి, వేరే నెంబర్ పెట్టాల్సింది. సో ఫస్ట్ నేమ్ ఆప్టిమైజ్ ఫర్ రిపోర్టింగ్, we will optimize it now. So last name we'll go ahead and optimize. See, if the optimization of the previous one is running in the background, it will wait. It will not allow you to proceed. I'll show you if it is. See, property optimization cannot be initiated because it is in progress for other property. So we need to wait on it. That's why you need to slowly go ahead and proceed. Okay, done. So that is done. That's why you are able to proceed further. Finish it. So now these will be optimized. Okay. So UI customers list, how many work objects we have? Yesterday I created 3, today I created 2. 5 work objects I created. Yesterday in first work object I given 3, and next work I don't remember how many rows. Let's see. Total we have 5 work objects created so far, right? So this has been optimized. Now if you go ahead here and refresh this. So refresh the tree and go to sysadmin, and declare index has been, you see declare index will be created. Go to refresh the tree and refresh the tree, class tree, expand sysadmin, and we can see the declare index is being created with the name index_UI customers list. You can see the declare index is being created with the name index_UI customers list. Okay, automatically create it. So open the declare index rule. Open the declare index rule. So now you can see the indexed class is being created. Index class is created, right? Hey, UI customers list అనేది external database da. Maladi external database. Okay, fine. So now you can see index class is created. Index-FR-data customers. Right now. Now we can see index class is created with the name index-FR-data-customer. And it will create the required properties under this class, and it will create the properties, same properties will be created here. Customer ID, first name, last name. So what now PRPC will do is, it will map each of the index class property with each property in the UI customer list. In UI customer list, we have UI customer list of 1, 2, 3, so on n, right? So UI customer, see here, it is taking the source page context of UI customers list and mapping the UI customer list dot customer ID with index class property customer ID. So now when you save into UI customer list, for the first time what will happen? For the first UI customer list of 1, it will, at runtime it will make it UI customer list of 1 and set these property values to index class property and save into index class table. Okay, next page, next row, like this it will happen. Okay, so close this and go to external database, go to the DB environment to see the index table. Go to the DB environment to see the index table. What will be the index table name? Index class name enti? Index_. Index. So index class name will be PR_index_. Class name table name aitadi ante kada. అదేంటిది స్విస్ అదేంటి FR కదా, PR_index_data_customer. Index class name prefixed with PR_, same as table class. So now you go ahead and view data here. top 100 rows, if you see here the data is available, whatever we have entered. What are the work object IDs we have for the index page list property? How many work objects we created? 67, after that 68, and yesterday we created few others. 67, 68 are there, 66, 34 something previously, I think these are all previously when we work with XML database. So now you can see here, now we created 67, 68, these are all old created. 67 I have given cast 01, 02, 03, given this data Harsha, Harish, Ramesh. 64 you remember, 04, 05 I have given. So this is page list of 1, 2, right? UI list of 1 I have given the data Rahul Gandhi. UI list of 2 I have given data Narendra Modi for this work object. In this work object, so each page, each index page will be created as a row in here. Now you can access this table in order to access the data of the page list. So we will go ahead and query this table now. Okay. So now, right, clear this one. Open it and see for your understanding purpose. Okay. Let's go ahead now. What is it? Now we need to create a report definition rule. Okay. So in the work class only we need to create. Remember. Go ahead and create in the work class. So create a report definition rule in the work class. Create a report definition rule in the work class. Okay. To access the data from index table. Create a report definition rule in the work class to access the data from index table. Okay. What is that? Declare index RPT. Declare index report definition. Okay, create and open. So now here, so you need to choose the columns. So how do you choose the columns? You cannot choose it. So first column I want is PYID, work object ID I want. So I'll select PYID. Okay, this is fine. So next are indexed columns, right? How would you choose indexed columns? So you need to follow this. Join tab ఉండదు ఇంతకు ముందు, ఇప్పుడు data access tab అనుకుంటా. ఇంతకు ముందు join అనేది ఇప్పుడు data access tab. Go to data access tab. And here you will see declarative index joins. Here you click on add declarative index join and choose the index name which you have. Index underscore UI customers list. That is the index class. So you can write down any prefix that you want. Okay. So you can come back here and go back there. Okay. It's not coming up. Okay, fine. We will write down any prefix. What is that prefix I can give? Index cust. I am giving index cust. Simply. You can write down anything, ABCD, XYZ. It's up to you and up to your understanding and requirement. So make it something meaningful. Okay, go back here to the query tab, and here you choose the column source equal to PYID. One column is work object ID I want, another one I want is, so you scroll down, you should see the indexed columns here. So what is that index name? Index customer, right? It is not coming. Yeah, see, you will see index cust dot first name. So the column name you can give anything that you want. So you can give simply first name. So add another column, index cust dot last name. So this one equal to last name. That is enough. Okay, now scroll down. So we can write a where condition where, see, we don't need everything, where PYID is not null. So it should be not null and then save it. So work object ID should not be null. ఓయ్ ఇది పోయింది. ఏంటిది? ఓకే. I am missing something or what? ఓకే, మన ఇండెక్స్ క్లాస్ ఏది? ఏమన్నా మిస్ అవుతున్నామా? Just give me 1 minute. ఇది ముందు క్రియేట్ చేస్తున్నాను. ఎందుకని ఐడెంటిఫై ఇట్లా stays enter? Okay, is not a valid provider. This is not a provider that can be used here. సేమ్ చేస్తున్నారా? ఓకే, డెవలపర్ we need to define base and class కూడా. ఓకే, ఏంటి we have done this, right? Data access. So go to page, let me go to page and classes and add here. Yeah, do this. Okay, additional to what you have done, go to pages and classes tab and define this prefix whatever you have given there, index custom. That as a page name, you define it for the class index developer data customer. This one you have to do. So you have not change. The other one will be automatically added. You are not required to add it. The next row will be automatically added by PRPC. Actually, after you define that, it has to be added here. I'm not sure why it is not added. Okay, this is clear. This is done. So the prefix you define as a page and class name you define here. And then you save it, it will work fine. It will be saved fine. Okay, done. And then save it and run this. So if you run the report definition, now it should fetch all the work objects related to your customer list page. These are the work objects so far we have related to customer list page. Any duplicates? Nothing, right? 68 we have 2 rows, 67 we have 3 rows. And these are all yesterday created, and these are all created at the time when we are working with the external database. Okay, clear? So this is how you can use a declare index can be used to get the page list data into report definition. Okay, so that's it. So we'll see split for each, split join. This and all we'll see on tomorrow. We'll see. Most probably, what else? Deployment is done, right? Guardrails I will tell you tomorrow. This one is there, right? What is it? Rule resolution is there still. Rule resolution we will see on Monday. With that we will complete classes. Tomorrow we will see split for each, split join, and anything else. Exception handling. These three you note down and remind me. Split for each, split join, exception handling. That's it, right? Guardrails. These 4 we will see tomorrow. The remaining, this one, that will take. I'll do it. Saturday na? Saturday వేరే బ్యాచ్ అవుతుంది. సరే మండే ఒక్కరోజు రండి, ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నా క్లియర్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. మండేతో అయిపోతుంది. రూల్ రెజల్యూషన్ ఒకటి చెప్తే అయిపోతుంది మండే. రూల్ రెజల్యూషన్ మరి ఇప్పుడు చేసింది ఏంటి? అవన్నీ 6లో. ఇప్పుడు మీకు అసలు 6 ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ లేదు ఎక్కడ. See, in Pega 6 we have list view and summary view, report definition rules. Okay, so that is been removed and only one rule now. For 2 it is one rule here. Combination of list view and summary view is report definition. Those are not available now at all. Okay, under this category only you should have those things. Okay, so we will go ahead and see those 4 things tomorrow, and Monday we will see rule resolution. Otherwise I can post a video of rule resolution. Let me see if I have a video. I'll post it and I'll ask you to watch. That will be pretty much clear. Everything is there in that. Let's see how we can proceed. Okay, so you can wind up for today. We'll meet on Monday. Sorry, tomorrow, Friday.